Hello guys, my name is kRYSTAL's. I'm from Penta Sports, and today I'm going to show you some general moves you can do in your team, like when you want to outplay the enemy by team play, and how to set up as a CT or a T when you approach corners. And therefore I will first of all need to show you the idea of flashing for your teammates, because not like lower teams, but in teams that haven't much experience, the people always try to flash themselves, but when you want to go around the corner, you always want your teammate to flash the corner so you can peek instantly with your weapon in hand. For example, when you're standing here and there's an enemy, then this flashbang would be good. if I say it like this, because first of all, if the enemy is somewhere here, he will always turn around from the flash. That's just some basic stuff. And therefore you always want to train to flash for your teammate. Like for example, when your teammate is like here, you can just throw a flashbang over here, and your mate just hit you on the corner. And you can do this everywhere. And when, for example, when you want to peek the middle, then I would do it like this. You stay right here, and just stay here. The flash will pop, silent for an enemy, and your teammate can come around, peek the corner. If there's an enemy, you will kill him. If not, it's okay. And this is something you can do in every situation, also as a CT. And you also need to visualize your flashbangs, how they work. For example, when you're holding this position as a CT, and a terrorist is coming there, so you have three options. First of all, you can just peek him like this, or maybe a little bit more behind. And you can also like flash yourself like this. So this is a flashbang which will blind you most of the time as well, because it's close to you. You see, when you go like this, you're blind. And with this flashbang, you can't peek from this area. And this is why you need to... I just need to show you, because when you throw a flashbang like this, the flashbang explodes here, means at this line. And when you standing with your back to the flash, you can turn around, while the enemy, when he's coming this way, he will see the flash, and the first option he has is turn around. Then you will kill him, because you are not blind. You can come around any second, and he need to... if he wants to win the battle, then he needs to aim right here. Then you can do it like this. Like this, you make a little peek, forcing the terrorist to face, which will make him blind, which will end in his death. Or you wait till the flash is open. These are the three options you have. And if you want to read your enemy's mind, then, well, like I said, he only has these three options. Either way, he peeks, then he is blind. He turns around, he is dead, because then you will come around because you aren't blind from the flash. Or you will just come around after the flash, which is a bit more risky, but you know the idea. And this is something you can do everywhere. If you want to throw a flashbang, you don't just want to throw it like this. Because this is a flashbang where, first of all, you need to turn around. Secondly, your enemy sees the flash, which is not good. And it don't gives you any advantage. Only maybe like gaining 2 seconds of for stopping the enemy pushing through you. But if you want a flashbang, you want to throw it smart, you know. And this is something you can do everywhere. Like I don't know, you really everywhere. I just throw, for example, if they're coming here, you can just throw a flashbang. Never mind, sorry. You can throw a flashbang like this. It flies behind you. If they are picking you, then you're dead. The same is something you can do here as well. You can do it everywhere. And this is something your mate should also do. When you are fighting in this position, like here, and you have a mate here, then if you are in this position, you don't want to flash like this, because this is a flash which would make your mate blind as well, because he faces this direction, the enemy facing this direction. If the flash is here, okay, the enemies are blind, but your mate too. That's why you want to flash always for your mate behind him. For example, like this flash is seen by the terrorists, but your mate won't be affected by this. You can also do it here when your mate is like at the barrels. and facing, and you are somewhere here or here, you can just throw a flashbang. It works everywhere. The flashbang explodes there, meaning the terrorists who are coming this way, if they want to pick this corner or this, what they always see is this area. And if you throw a flashbang right here, your mate is like never blind, because even if he's standing here and you throw it like down there, there's still this ledge which will protect you. And you can do it everywhere. Also, like, which is a smart move like this, you play with sound. When you hear them step, you throw a flashbang, it pops on the roof, and you can just run around, because again, they have to turn around. If they don't turn around, then you will shoot them in the back. And this is some general stuff you really need to practice in your team play, because this will give you 1 or 2 situations each map at least where you can peek someone and get a free kill, or at least minimize the danger when the terrorist is coming to you. And yeah, it always depends on the situation. There aren't really some fixed positions where you like, okay, I'm in this situation, means okay, I will flash this way, because if he's there, then you're still dead. But if you know where your enemy is, you can always use the flashbangs. You should always use the flashbangs as something to force your enemy to turn around, and this is the best way. When you throw the flashbang behind you, make a quick peek, which forces the enemy to peek you, since he thinks you're coming around, and if he isn't looking, then you will kill him. Because you know, imagine you are this CT. Now the reverse position. You are this CT, or like you spotted someone running away from here, and you are this terrorist. You are this guy. So what you can do first, you go round, which is a 50-50 chance if you get a kill or he gets a kill. What else you can do is flash this way. Oh, nice flash. You flash this way, but then he sees the flash, he will turn around, and you also can't peek him because it's in your front, in your position, or it's in your field of view. I don't know the word, sorry. But when you throw it behind you and make this peek, then you force him to peek you, and then he is 100% blind. And then the chances are like 80 to 20%, because he might get you lucky while he is full flashed, or you just kill him. And yeah, this is the basic idea behind the flashbangs. Don't just use it like this. The enemy's coming. Oh my god! I need to flash. But you can also, like, when you pick an enemy here, you run backwards and throw a flash like this. Because what he's hearing when you are in this situation, you hear CT was peeking, then you hear him running back, right? But what you really are doing is this: you run back, throw a flash, and run straight back to front. Because a good enemy will, when he peeked you there and he maybe is sure that there's no one, or his mate is covering him there, then he will push you, because he knows that from there to here is shorter than from there to there, you know, which means he has the opportunity to kill him. But also you can use the flashbang, like I said. You peek, then you have contact, you fall back instantly, switch to your grenade, throw the flash, then you go for, then he's blind somewhere here, and then you can kill him. This works on also again on pretty much every on every position. Here as well, when you peek him here. See? If he's coming for you, then he will be surprised and at least turn around. But then you have the surprise element and kill him. There are a lot of ways you can throw your flashbangs. The next thing I'm going to show you is like what you want to do to like surprise your enemy if, for example, there's a smoke close to you, like when there's a smoke here. And you know someone, like you're standing here and he's like doing this. So what you can do is, what you need to know is when you throw any nade with right click, when you move your mouse to the top of your possible angle, then and right click it would explode slightly after hitting the ground, but it's like a silent flash, to be honest. That's why you can do it like this.
Throw in a flashbang!
Then you don't have to, then you don't need your mate to flash yourself. If there's a smoke, you can always like silent flash yourself. This is something cool. And yeah. In general, I will just show you now some really important pop flashes as your support if you're supporting your mate, like when your mate is like here and he wants a flash from you, then you just can go here. It's completely enough. Just throw a flash like this. There. And if a terrorist is like coming close, then he will completely be blind. You come around, kill him. If you flash if you had flashed yourself, of course you can do this as well. Like when you go here, aim above this point, right click. But then there's always a chance, like you know it when you when you switch to a grenade, he comes around. This is why you always should like ask your teammate to flash for you, because he can aim the whole time. Then your mate says flash coming, and you get kill him. Also, some flash moves are also very important. Like you can do this, just go here, just in the middle of the wall here.
Throw in a flashbang!
And then you can peek. The same goes everywhere. Like
I'll
here,
throw in a flashbang!
or even here when you're falling back. Like when you have an M4, they're coming, you run back.
I'll throw in a flashbang!
This is something you can do. Or in general, again, just right click flash. See, there I used two things combined. First of all, I made a right click flash, which makes the flash more silent. And secondly, I threw it behind my... I throw it behind the angle I will aim in the next few seconds. Means if the terrorists are coming, then they...
Throw in a flashbang!
Because I can peek, I'm not blind. But they are blind. Yeah. Another important flash you can throw right here when you just walk right here and you tell your mates just what's up here. Then you can throw a flash right above this point, a little bit to your right, meaning between these two ugly things.
Grenade!
If the CT is peeking this way, means if you are peeking this way, you always need to check the corners yourself. If you're peeking as a CT like this, which is what you always see. You always see this area, always. Also when you're peeking like this is what you always see. And when you throw a flashbang from here, and your mates are already here, so they can just come around. If there's someone, he will be blind, you can kill him, or he will fall back, he has to smoke, or at least you have this area here. Also this guy here is blind as well, because the flash will pop right here, something like this. Also, when you see you can practice this flashbang support stuff by like I don't know. You can also train it in normal matchmaking, easy ESEA or face it, whatever. When you see your mate peeking like this, then you just need to think, okay, how can I flash? If your mate is like this, you see him, even if it's not clever, you can always support him, because if he's going aggressive, and you are like, I don't know, if you are here and you see it, then you, okay, he's there, what can I do right now? Moving from here to here would be one option, but it would take too long. So maybe you can support him with a flash. So how would you support him? What normal players would do, like, okay, he's there, okay, I will flash when he has contact or something. But again, this flash, if he's peeking, will make him blind too. So what you want to do is just hold a flash. If he has contact, maybe throw a flashbang right there. For example. Also, when you, or if you the rotator, you see your mate is at barrels. Oh, okay, he's there. I will throw a flashbang here. It won't affect your mate, but it will help him out a lot, because rushing terrorists will be delayed a little bit. Or I don't know, if your mate is like going here, what can you do? You can throw a flashbang like this.
Throw in a flashbang!
Again, it's in the angle the enemies will peek, but your mate won't be affected by it. I can show you.
Flashbang!
See? Because it's under the car, which isn't in the angle of the mate, and he isn't. And this is how you should support your mate with flashes. Um, um, Also, when you are in an afterplan situation, like on the A side here, then you can also like, if you are in pit, then you can,
I am throwing a flashbang!
even if this flash is dead, but you know the enemy is coming from here, you can throw this flash, because the flash will force the CT always to turn around, except it will fly behind him. But then it was a bad flash from you. But with this flash, you can just allow your mate just to make a quick peek. See if he's there. If he's there, he had to turn around. Your mate can kill him, and if not, not. You know, it's always you need to think like, okay, I throw a flash, which gives me the opportunity to kill the enemy if he's there, and if he's not there, then it's no problem. Because you know, you need to think like, okay, I throw the flash and give myself an advantage if the enemy is there and kill him, and if he's not, I'm still safe. And this is how you should think as a CT. You always want to use your flashbangs to gain informations, to delay the enemy, or to read him or outplay him with the flash. This is how you should use your flashbangs. And you can use the flashbangs as an aggressive support flash, when your mate really wanna peek. Like, okay, you tell your mate flash me, then you turn around. Or you just use it as a defensive flash.
I am throwing a flashbang!
See, this flashbang would also be good, because it's again lying here, which will always blind the terrorists, doesn't matter where they peek. But if you throw it like this,
Throwing a flashbang!
all terrorists, which are the flash under here, which means all terrorists who are behind this line are blind. This is something you really need to visualize. You need to visualize where your flashbangs will explode and how they will affect the movements of their enemy. Also, you know the enemies are coming right here. This is a move I really like to play alone. Like, if there are if the enemy is here, then sometimes you are fucked because you won't blind him here. But if they're already pushing here and they hear you stepping there, like I said again, they hear the step, then they assume, oh, someone's stepping, I need to aim there. But what will come is the flashbang. They need to turn around. While they turn around, you can face them. Sorry for my bad English, but I hope you get the idea of what I wanted to show you. Also, as a CT, doesn't matter in which position you are, you really should search on, like, I'm alone on the server right now, you should do this as well. You just should search for flashbangs that you can use if the terrorist is coming, because they will come. If they don't come in the first round to you, then maybe the next round. That's why you really should search flashbangs for your positions. Doesn't matter if they are for your own sake or for your mates, because you need them. You really do.
I am throwing a flashbang!
I will just show now some flashbangs without commenting them.
Flashbang!
Okay, sorry, I need to comment that. That was bad. Sorry.
I am throwing a grenade! Throwing a flashbang! Grenade out! I am throwing a grenade! Grenade! Grenade!
Oh.
Grenade out! Grenade!
Also, this is also a supportive flash you should throw when you see your terrorist mates running there. Just throw the flashbang right here.
Grenade!
Just under on this.
I am
move.
throwing
Doesn't
a
matter how
grenade!
far it is.
Grenade out!
Because again, what the CT will always pick is this, which means he always sees this and is always blind. Maybe not here, but everywhere in this area. And if you throw it farther, then it will be here, which will be even more effective for players at the first oranges or second oranges.
Throwing a flashbang!
No, right.
Flashbang!
honestly, you can do it. There aren't really flashes that trained, but once you have that in mind, you always think of that opportunity, and this is what I want to teach you. This is really important.
I am throwing a flashbang! Flashbang! I am throwing a flashbang!
Even if the flash isn't good or he sees it, still it gives you the advantage to peek around where he can't pick you. And yeah, that was it, guys. If you liked it, more are coming.
We guarantee to take your game to the next level.